right, today on this beautiful day, we are going to follow Mr. Tharp as he begins to finish the fence here. He's going to add some wire fencing so that our dog, Bonnie, does not come in and eat all of our vegetables and herbs. She takes a lot of liberties in this garden, so we want to make sure that it is protected from her so that we can enjoy our plants. And here's Mr. Tharp.
Hello. Hello. So today, while the weather's really nice, I'm going to be putting up a wire fence around our garden. And to do that, we're going to use a pair of fencing pliers, which these have a wire cutter function, a plier function, a hammer, and then this is a staple puller because we're going to use these little staples to attach this wire to our fence rails.
So that is just the preliminary, what do you call that, a nail?
It's a staple.
Staple, preliminary staple holding the beginning part of the fence in place.
Alright, so we started our staples to this end, and now we're going to stretch the wire across. And you want to make sure that the wire is really tight so there's no loose slack in the wire. And as you can see, the wire is taller than our fence. I'm going to go back and trim it flush with the rest of the fence. We got tall wire because, as you can see, there's a slope, and so on that side we're going to need more wire because it's going to be actually higher than it is right here. Alright, so we've nailed the wire all the way to this post, so now it's time, because we're going to have a gate here, to cut this through. And I just use my fencing pliers, and I have a little wire cutter. Make sure that doesn't fall down. Alright, so as you can see, we still have this wire up above the fence. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to fold it over.
What is this fence called, Mr. Tharp?
This is goat paneling.
Goat paneling.
Wire, or sometimes referred to as horse wire. So
no goats were hurt in the making of this video.
Yeah. So now, I just want to go by, I want to clip it just like this. And there's that. And then we'll come by and use a different tool to cut these flush so they won't poke anybody.
Mr. Tharp is taking a much needed break right now, and he is almost done with this fence. I have just been holding the fence in place and giving him the staples for it. You can see we've got to trim it off the top so that it can be in line with the top rail of the fence. This is a very Bonnie-proof fence we've got here, and there's Bonnie right there. She knows that she won't be allowed in this lovely spot, this hilltop that gets very nice shade and sun, but I don't want her in my veggies. Not only will the fence serve a practical purpose of keeping our beloved pup out, but it will also serve a very nice aesthetic purpose, as I plan to plant some jasmine here in this section, and I'll train it to go up and over the fence. And then I'll also be planting some jasmine down here in this corner of the fence and training it to go the opposite direction. I'm thinking on these sections of fence I'll plant some morning glories, just to provide some color up here on this hilltop. It's hard to see the plants up here from down on our patio, but some jasmine and morning glories will provide some beautiful color, fragrance, and it will invite a lot of wonderful pollinators like bees and butterflies, maybe even hummingbirds. I'm not sure if hummingbirds are attracted to jasmine, but I'll find out. All right, Mr. Tharp, what are you doing now to wrap this up?
So as you see, you have these little bits of wire still sticking up, and these are different wire cutters, and you can see they actually create like a bowl in there, and this allows you to come in and cut flush with the fence, and so it's not pokey anymore.
Okay, I see. Who can that hurt if those pokey things are there? What's the danger?
Well, if you're walking and you need to steady yourself and you grab the top of the fence, it'll stab your hands. Birds won't perch on the fence with these things sticking up. There's not enough room for them, so they won't rest.
I want them to perch there.
Yeah.
Yep. Any last thoughts for us, Mr. Tharp, before we say goodbye?
Well, I really enjoy getting outside and building, working with my hands, using different tools, especially when the weather is great like this. If you like to build, if you like to work with your hands and do projects around your house, let Mrs. Tharp know, and she can give you some ideas. When weather's like this, it's a good idea to just get out and do something.
Bye, Mr. Tharp.
Bye.